Hello there. Good evening. Getting situated here. This is not my shirt. This is a heating pad. See that? When you're old, you get heating pads on.
Sure.
Anyway, I'm waiting for the princess to get set. We should be all set before we come on, but
what can I say?
we are the only streamers who don't say what night we're going to be on.
We just pop up.
Or anything like that. We just hit the button and away we go. How's everyone doing? There we go. Make sure my comments
Hey, Scott. Brian. New grandpa right there. Congratulations.
So how's everyone doing? Friday night. Cold Friday night. Going to be really, really cold tomorrow. Back at the prison. Tomorrow, we're going to be back at Burlington Prison 2 weeks in a row. I've been there for 2 years and now 2 weeks in a row. Hey, Nicole.
For last time?
We're going to be there and it's going to be cold, cold, cold. We definitely know we're not going to TGI Fridays tomorrow night. That ain't happening. No way, no how. So back there again for this week and then a couple of weeks off. And we're back, I think, in March. But just announced another event. I don't know if it's sold out yet. The last time I checked, there was a ticket left.
One ticket?
Yeah. As in a ticket left for the Van Horn Museum on April 18th. That one. So, yeah, that one, little difficult. If you guys were trying to navigate that like I was, people were emailing me and asking me for the link like usual. And
hi, Deb.
Their site is kind of tough, man. I hope they're not watching, but they're literally you go on it, you click the link, it says 4 events, and even if you scroll down, it only shows you 2 of them on my phone. It did anyway, and then I had to keep scrolling up and down to get the 3rd or 4th event, which was our event, and it was labeled 2025. So. But even then, it was kind of tough to navigate. That's why when people were asking me, I was just like, use the link.
It's not user friendly.
But yeah, that's that's one of the few sites that we deal with, like Liberty Hall, that sell the tickets. Most of the other ones we do, which is easier for me to do it. I know that doesn't make sense, but it really is easier for me to manage it than having to rely on them to put up the link and then waiting and waiting and going through all that. Because I know we announced that event and we're looking forward to that event. The Van Horn is a very strange building.
Yeah.
And that it's like I don't want to say schizophrenic because that implies something, different. But you just don't know with that building what you're going to get.
Or the fact that we got into a room for the very first time that was never done.
Yeah, but I'm just
we
saying,
didn't even know it was there.
I'm saying activity-wise, you just don't know. I mean, it's such a weird building in that the basement can give you some weird stuff at times. I'll get some weird stuff at times. I got some weird stuff in
that room.
Yeah, this is what I mean. That's a weird building. Really weird building.
Hey, Heather and Kathy.
You can't put your finger on who or what. Like every
time
That's
the day we're driving back from our trip to New Jersey. That sucks. But yeah, no, that was that room that they said, hey, and you don't even know it's there. It looks like it's like a little closet door. And you
Hi, Patricia. How are you? It's good to see you.
Yep, it is, Patricia.
Thanks for coming out, Patricia.
And then there's
Patricia, how you been?
A big step down. And you end up in this room. And we kept getting Grandma and Grandpa in there.
Grandma and Grandpa?
Grandma and Grandpa kept coming out the whole entire time.
Wow.
So that in itself was pretty unique and really cool.
I always get
exactly.
I always get somebody who claims that they had a heart attack or something in that one area. It's weird because it probably was a bedroom at one time, and there are lots old sewing machines in there now. But yeah, something happened to somebody in there, and then the story, which is exactly what it is. There's no documented proof of a child ever dying in that building or falling down the stairs or anything like that. But stuff like that has come through. And
somebody told us that story once.
It was a medium. Nicole, I thought, knew the person. I thought somebody knew him. They brought the guy with them, and he was the one who said it. And we just went with it. But again, there's no documented cases, as far as I know, of any children falling and dying. Hey, Karen, how are you?
Anna, hi.
So we didn't go to the Creeper Gallery this week because A, it was cold, and B, we were still kind of recovering from last weekend event. It took a little longer. That cold does it to you, man, when you get older.
Especially when you go to get a cup of coffee and a snack after to warm up, and it's colder where you go to sit to do that than outside.
That cold gets to you, man. You get older, again, it's is it still in there? They said it was going to be like an inch, I think, Friday into Saturday. I think, maybe a dusting. But South Jersey has different weather than we do.
Tanisha.
There's weird things that happen down in South Jersey that don't happen here in the north. I told them that last week. But yeah, I got the heating pad on because I'm like one of those football players that needs to go on the training table all the way up to game time, and then I get a few shots and drink some caffeine, and away I go. But I'm looking forward to getting down in the basement again and seeing if
even as cold as it's gonna be.
I just see if the activity is going to repeat what it did last week. It was pretty weird last week, and this is a whole new group of people. So
I saw all the responses of people saying that the basement was like one of their favorite spots of the night, that there was a lot.
Because I'm there. I mean, do you think anything else had to do with it? Or
anyway, that there was so much activity going on down there. I'm envious. Well, I'm really not. Let's
you already said it. It's out there. You can't take that back. I get it. I'd want to be me too if I wasn't. But hey, is what it is. But lots going on today. We had it's been a weird couple of days. Really weird couple of days.
Hi, Olivia.
Had a good conversation. Chip Coffee today.
Yeah.
Chip's such a good dude, man. Love Chip. Had a nice talk with him for a while, and again, all expo stuff. Lots of expo stuff. Putting that together, and still, I I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent here. You know, when it comes to the expo, since the expo began, and I'm not going to spend long on this, but since the expo began, I have been, you know, the person marketing it, creating the posters, and you know, all that other stuff. And I am fully admit that I am not polished and good at that stuff. There are a million other people out there that are way better. AI helps a little, but AI, if you try to put a picture in AI, it kind of distorts the image. You don't get the clear image, as far as I can tell. But anyway, I'm dealing with creating all these different pictures and stuff for the convention and also for our events. The next event that we're going to announce, see how I segue?
You did.
So I do that. Seamless. And is one that I've been working on a pretty cool AI picture for. But I can't get Cindy Kaza as clear as I want her to be. So, but I'm also waiting on her to get back to me about hours. Hey, Danielle, for that event. But the very next one after the one that I think is sold out or has one ticket left is the May 2nd Cindy Kaza event at the mine. Now I have I'm trying to read see the street parking. There is a parking lot. If you don't know the building, there's the prison itself, the actual jail, and attached to the prison is the warden house, depending on which way you're coming.
So behind the prison.
Well, instead of
side, it's behind
the warden house that you're actually behind where the parking lot is. Yeah. Or you can park on the street. They may have removed the snow, but there may be
it was not last. I mean, you can park in front of the prison, but we couldn't do it last weekend because there was too much snow. So you'd be out on the road, or you'd be driven right up on the snowdrift. So,
but they may have removed it.
They might have at this point. I mean, it would.
I'd rather park on the street, but we had to park in the lot, and the lot is behind the warden's house, and you can tell the difference. One looks like a stone jail, and the other looks like a house.
Yeah, they're attached. The house and then the prison.
So anyway, so I have this cool AI image of Cindy Kaza in the we're going to be there 2 weeks in a row. We haven't been there 2 years, so we work with the Historic Society. We're really good friends with them, and we decided let's do two because the one sold out so fast that we figured, you know, some people missed out and they wanted to come. So we're going there tomorrow night. We're going to be there with 24 people. So it'll be fun. Hopefully that basement is a little
I think it was active, exceptionally active for you is because when you go down there, you're always communicating and talking to them. So if you haven't been there for the last couple of years, they were waiting for you to come back.
I haven't gotten anywhere. I'm getting to that. So, hey, Kathy. So anyway, the Cindy Kaza event poster, picture, whatever you want to call it, is half like a gallery reading setting and half of a ghost haunted mine setting, because that's going to be kind of the way the event is going to be. And I said this to you guys before. Actually, I don't know if I told you guys. I told the people at the prison. So May 2nd, it's really two events. Cindy Kaza will be there doing a gallery reading, and the gallery reading will be more based towards messages from loved ones, friends, you know, that whole thing. When you do a gallery reading, those are the messages that are coming in. So Cindy's going to be doing that, and it's going to be limited because we're doing it in the pavilion, so there's not a ton of seats available there. There's probably 40, 50 maybe. So, I mean, if she's doing this for an hour and a half, I mean, she should be able to get to a number of people, I would think.
Yeah.
Not everyone is going to get a reading. You can't promise that with any gallery reading. But so Cindy's doing that first. It's going to be like an hour and a half thing where I think there's like a half hour for like Q&A type of thing, and then the hour gallery reading, and then there'll be some time after for pictures. And then there'll be a little break, but that's one event for one price. Then Cindy's actually going to join us.
Not yet, Patricia.
For the ghost hunt, which is what I'm looking forward to, because this will be the first time ever in really in our history going to the mine that we've ever had a medium with us doing an event there, or even investigating the mine with us. So, Sydney's pretty, popular. I mean, she's been on Holzer Files, Dead Files, and I think she's Paranormal Mysteries, I think is the new show. So she's, well known and reputable in the field. It'll be really cool to see her go station to station, area to area, giving her impressions while we have equipment laid out and we're trying to do what we're doing.
Yeah. Karen, we were there last weekend too, and then we're returning this weekend. Danielle's excited. Huh.
I changed my attention to
Donna.
YouTube. Hey Marie, how are you on YouTube? Samantha, where's the Van Horn house? The Van Horn house is in Bridgewater, New Jersey, which is like 15 minutes from us, thank God.
Closest place we
literally, we have a Route 287 by our house. It takes us 5 minutes to get to 287, maybe on a good day. And then it's like 2 or 3 exits and boom, we're there. So
I think so too, Kathy.
I
think this is going to be one of the really cool events that John put together this year.
So that event, when you do, and again, it's separate. The ghost hunt's going to be a separate thing than the gallery reading. If you want the gallery reading, that's more of a personal thing to sit and either watch, even if you don't get a reading. I've seen them; they're kind of cool. Or to hope to get a reading where you can communicate with someone. So that'll be one thing that takes place. And then later on, from 8 to midnight, will be the meet and greet ghost hunt with Cindy. So it'll be. We don't know the exact times yet. I'm waiting for Cindy to get back to me, but it'll be 2 separate events for 2 separate prices. It won't all be one thing, but everything included. If you want to go do the gallery reading, it'll be one price. If you want to do the ghost hunt, it'll be another price. If you want to do them both, it's both price. And again, I can't wait to see what she gets in the basement of the office, because there's never been a medium down there. So I don't know if I want if I want to hear.
Deb says, I love the mind scares that shit out of me. That's why I love it. Now think about having a psychic medium who can pick up on whoever's there and who it could be doing that. Yeah.
But yeah, I do have the emails, and you guys who did email already, you're first on the list. So I mean, I have those emails already in my inbox. I just haven't addressed them yet because I've been doing with the Van Horn event and doing the expo. So the Cindy Kaza event is the next event, and that'll be cool. And we're doing something similar to that. It's down the road, but in August we're doing something similar with a different group of people. So this will be a one-time cool experience with Cindy, but then the people we're bringing in August, they're also mediums, but they do it a different way.
Yep.
And
different perspective.
We'll talk about that. I'm probably going to do a poster for that and announce that probably in the next couple of weeks. But that'll be August 22nd. That'll be, again, we'll have the special guest, and Cody Satori will be there. So that'll be another event that is sort of a dual event type of thing, which is going to be really, really cool to have Cody Satori with her objects, to have the mind, to have the mediums and the way they investigate, and have all them together in the mine investigating and rotating. That's going to be unique. That's going to be freaking cool too.
That's why you like Darrell. We can't. You see, we can wait. We know you're busy.
See? I wish you were like that.
I'm not like that.
No, you're impatient.
No. Yeah.
Very patient.
No patience whatsoever, this one.
Or will there be a second date for what?
She was asking, will more ticks open up for the Van Horn house, or will there be another
there'll be another date in September, October-ish. We usually do it before the spring or in the spring, and then again in the fall. But
I had to have one.
Please, Taryn, please don't. it's still hard enough to keep her on point and focused and on the subject. But when one person starts talking to her individually, she's going to focus on you, and nobody else will get anything. So please, Darren.
I think if we go back and we do rewind, we see who talks.
Yeah. How about we do that?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, let's.
It me.
Thank you. So where's it going if I don't?
Because I got to interrupt you to talk.
You're doing shout outs
Right.
otherwise.
Heather says she wants to do it, but it sold out quick. It did. That was surprising how quickly it sold out. But a lot of people like that house. A lot of people like that house.
No, we've we've been very fortunate so far this year. Everything has sold out until April 18th, which is really cool because you never know you said this before, you never know year to year what's going to happen as far as events and everything. But we're not going to do a ton of events with special guests this year. Cody Satori, we'll probably do at least 3 with them or 4 because we love hanging out with them and just have a great time with them. But anyone else, I don't know if we're going to bring on anyone else for anything else. Maybe some Camp Evans stuff. I haven't gotten that far down the road yet, but this Cindy Casa one, if you haven't met Cindy, she's such she oozes like positive energy and like kind, just relaxed.
She's a very relaxed person.
Yeah, she's just so like present. I don't know if that's the right word. She's just, I liked her
when she's talking to you. You feel like you're connected, and she's really talking to you. Yeah, we're the special guest.
What's that funny?
Because we're special, all right.
No, please, you want to. I do all the talking. Please follow that up with.
I just tickled my funny bone. I don't know why. Oh, what was a slapper? Oh, okay. Whew. I'm good.
Oh my.
Call her Eat, Pray, Love, and she agreed.
Yes, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry to all of you because I try to steer the ship and but
I take it ashore.
As of right now, we don't have any events planned with anyone but Cindy and these 2 other people. Like I don't want to announce yet, and Cody and Satori. Those are the only ones we have planned as of now, but that could change because I look at events and then I think about what I want to do and who I might want to invite. And Chris and I talk about it, and then we kind of just spur of the moment, like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it works.
That's exactly how it works.
So we haven't gotten there yet. But again, the Cindy thing, just meeting her, I met her at the Battlefield Bash. If you guys should go to that, it's awesome. Gettysburg, support the PA Wounded Warriors. July, 3rd week of July, I believe, weekend of July, I think it is every year.
It's like the 16th to the 9th, something like that. 17, 19, no, 20.
Yeah.
20 something.
But definitely come check it out. Gettysburg is awesome. But the event is awesome. But that's where I met Cindy, and we invited Cindy to the expo when she was free. This year she's not. And just watching her at the convention and the way she was with people and my interaction with her. And I'll tell you a quick story. Well, I don't know if I should tell this story. What do you think about it?
I don't know what it is, so I can't help you.
So I guess I can tell this story.
You want to run it by me?
When I think I say when I have to think about things, it usually means I shouldn't.
Then don't.
I think I will. So
she is genuine. I agree.
There was a situation, Cindy had reached out to me about something, and I reached out back to her because I had never met her, never spoke to her. And she gave me her number. It was one of these paranormal things. And she gave me her number. And I literally talked to her for like an hour or more. And you know how you just like get along with somebody and you click kind of right away and you feel at ease talking to them. And she's that type of person. So we got along great. We had a great conversation on the phone. She wanted to come to the expo. I'm like, you're coming. We'll do this. And, I just thought she was a good person, So we were talking about doing an event together and then finally able to work it out and have it be at the mine. Is going to be awesome. Awesome. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do personally if she tells me some freaky stuff. I'm hoping she doesn't because it'll freak me out. But if she tells me some freaky stuff about the guy in the basement and the hatch and all that, I'm already leery, collecting my stuff at the end of the night and getting out of there. It'll freak me out a little more, So, and for her to give information inside the mine as well, if she's picking up on.
My butt ain't gonna be in that mine by myself, clean it up after if she says something.
Man, I'm so looking forward to that.
I'm gonna keep Deb with me if she shows up. Deb's gonna have to suffer with me if Cindy says something bad's in there or something. Dark.
So that'll be May 2nd. And again, it's the
hatch.
It's the gallery reading. Again, some people. They like going to those gallery readings because, again, they get the chance to connect with loved ones or get messages from the beyond. So she'll be doing that first, and there'll be tickets sold for that. And then the ghost hunt will be later on. So
you see what Danielle said?
What?
Can you go in the hatch while she reads? It would be awesome.
There's asbestos down there. Could you go down the
hatch?
I
wouldn't dare. Why would I do that?
You're asking me if I would do it.
Thank you, Kathy. No, that's what they posted. I'm just reading what was posted. No, I would not do it. I wouldn't do it even if she's not there. You can't be scared. Who's going to protect me? You can't. That's going to protect him. It's not going to be me. We know that.
I swear I'm going to get Timmy. I swear. He's coming out. He's been a while. Hello, Roger. How are you? But so that'll be. I'll probably put that one up tomorrow. Oh wow, really? Patricia says she gave a great gallery reading at the expo last year. We didn't want it to end. See, I didn't. I saw Chips twice, and I was like, whoa, Cindy's I didn't see, so. Might be something you guys might want to go to. Again, I think it's cool in concept because it's like a split type of thing. Messages from potentially loved ones or friends here, and then messages from the miners and the people who passed over here. I love that. I do. I think that's some people are going to just want to do one and get messages for loved ones or what. And I totally get that. Others are just going to want to be like, hey, we may have been in the mine before with us, may have used the equipment and gotten EVPs, but now let's see what happens when Cindy is in an area with me. And
especially when the spirits know that she can tap into them.
I'll be the monitor. I'll alert you from over there.
She'll stand over. She'll stay out of the way and just say if something's coming or if we need to, when I say about being scared, being in the mine and stuff, she'll let. It's like somebody watching from, afar.
But you wonder, like you said, how the energy affects people like that. Because she's been on Dead Files, so
I have a curiosity about that.
Some dark stuff there.
I know she has. I'm curious about how that's all going to fall into. I have chocolate.
Donna, please don't distract her, Donna. Please, I'm trying.
But again.
The computer's off. I'm piloting now. There's no more autopilot. I have to take the wheel and keep it.
But anyways, I am curious. As much as that's I don't want to be touched or whatever. If she hits on or says anything in areas, and again, Don't want her to know nothing. I don't want anyone telling her what's happened here or there or whatever. But if she were to go into any of the areas where we've had experiences or where people that have come and had experiences, it would be really awesome to see if that's what that she taps into and comes out.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that blow your mind?
And Nikki and both Danielle are on right now.
There you go.
And again, for those of you who just watch us here, Nikki and Danielle are members of New Jersey Paranormal. We haven't done a lot of live stream investigations. I'm hoping to set one up in March because we're not busy the month of March, really. So I'm hoping to set up at least one live stream so the four of us can be together and live stream.
Oh, that would be really cool.
So you could see Danielle and you could see Nikki and you could see all of us together and set up at least one, maybe, hopefully two, but they're both on right now, and you guys who've been to events know the both of them. But those of you who watch us,
you guys haven't been able to see Nikki and Danielle face to face. The other two members,
great investigators. They experiment a lot. They have really good ideas for new concepts and new methods, which I appreciate because I love the outside the box stuff, and we're always trying to, even now today, if I were to flip my camera that way, you would see stuff that I'm trying to work out for tomorrow to kind of make things a little different and see different types of things. And it's good to have four people doing that, because it's four different perspectives, four different beliefs, four different, ideas and that, all that comes to the table for just you
saw
guys.
Nikki go, yeah. I didn't see Danielle saying nah. Danielle likes to hide in corners and stuff. We would like you to come on here at one point too, at some point, Danielle. Hey, so Carrie. The four of us, so that people who do watch the live feeds who can't come to the events can meet and see you girls too, because you're a big part of this. Kathy. Hey, Carrie.
Kathy, that is my new favorite piece of equipment. Favorite. I love it. I love it. I was literally changing the batteries about a half hour ago, and I put it in my little box, and I smiled the whole time because finally, in a prison of all places, that box was singing "Tiptoe Through the Tulips" over and over again towards the end. And if it doesn't happen tomorrow, I'm going to be so disappointed. But I'm hoping it repeats itself again. That's an experiment that I'm repeating to see if I have the same spirit triggering the same device in the same cell. You know what I mean? That's how you kind of prove.
You like those things going off, but if I'm hugging you or whatever and I hum, or if I'm sitting over there and I hum, you say it's creepy. But "Tiptoe Through the Tulips" is just fine.
No, let's say I was alone in the prison, right? And I was on, I don't know, say I was in the basement by myself with the lights out, right? And I'm walking and that thing went off in a cell.
I'll keep walking.
See, the Michael Myers box wouldn't scare me because I've heard that music forever. So to hear, it doesn't freak me out as much as Tiny Tim. I don't know why. That music freaks me out. It's scary.
I think it's when it goes off, where it goes off, and how it goes off is what would scare the bejeebies out of you. You could have such a really...
It made me jump at the Creeper Gallery, and I set it off, and I jumped.
Bob and Gina made us one with the music box that has our wedding music in it. And I did. That's why I don't take it, because I like that song for our wedding. It's going to stay there. It's not going to be out there to scare me. I don't want to listen to that song.
That would scare me. And I know, again, the Burlington prison is another place to where, if we met with Janet this weekend, one of the Historical Society members, and if I said to her, we wanted to come in and investigate one night together and live stream it, she would definitely let us do it. We've done it before.
Yeah.
But it's just after being there 2 weeks in a row, I don't know if
I don't want to do that in the cold.
If I'm keen on that, going back there and doing that. But
they are, Heather.
But we need to do a couple of live stream investigations with us so you guys can see everyone and
because
you know,
they come with their own strengths too.
and
Both
their
of
own
them are so
equipment, and
different.
they got some cool
Yeah.
stuff too that you don't normally see.
No, they
when
come
we
up with a
do
lot of
what we
different
do.
ideas and create situations that we definitely appreciate.
But that yeah, I'm gonna set that up for March sometimes. One of the weeks we don't have anything to do. I just got to figure out where to do it. If it's a new place or no place.
I hope it's a new place.
Well,
If,
me too,
well,
but
I mean,
you know, that doesn't always mean it's gonna be
it
great
doesn't.
either.
It doesn't.
My favorite time investigating was after no, actually during COVID, believe it or not. We you know, there was that period where nobody was going nowhere and doing anything. And we decided just, hey, we want to get out, the four of us at the time. And I contacted all the locations that we work with. And I'm like, hey, nobody's coming into your buildings. They're empty. Nobody's talking to those spirits. What do you think about us coming in there and just kind of doing a run of all these different places live? And they were like, yeah, why not? Nothing else is going on. We got more activity during the COVID in those
We sure
buildings
did.
than we did in a long time.
We sure did.
It's like those spirits were like, where's everyone been? You know, what like they thought no one was coming into buildings again ever. And when they finally saw people, they were like, yeah, okay,
Let's go.
good or bad. Like, hey, we didn't want you to come back. And yeah, we did want you to come back. That was cool.
That was. Yeah, I would like to do that with Danielle and Nikki. That would be cool.
Yeah, May 2nd is the day for Cindy Kaza at the mine. I'll probably put the poster up. Well, tomorrow we have an event, so probably Sunday, Monday the latest.
Super Bowl
and tickets. What does it matter if the Super Bowl? People aren't going to buy tickets because the Super Bowl's on.
No, I just said Super Bowl.
So probably Sunday or Monday, I'll put the tickets up, and hopefully you guys come to that. I mean, that would be one, again, that I would definitely make it to. The gallery reading part, I feel weird watching them, so I don't really watch that, you know. But the ghost hunting part. You've never witnessed a gallery reading?
No.
Why are you talking like
I'm
Mrs. Doubtfire?
I'm trying to think in my head. Yeah, I don't, not like that. Never.
We witnessed a seance.
We witnessed a seance.
Which was the most uncomfortable thing for me ever. Hopefully the lake is going to burst into flame, and so, you know. You never know. You never know. Again, any of these events, you never know. I would think that the ghost hunt will sell out. I really would think that that's the case. I don't see how anybody wouldn't want to come to that. The gallery reading is a personal preference. And I know a lot of people, again, Patricia was just speaking highly.
Donna too. They both said that they've gone to her.
I mean, they've recommended it. Again, I'm not a person who does that, but I know there are a lot of people who would love the opportunity to sit in a gallery reading and potentially get a message from a loved one that they may not have gotten before. And you know, I watched Two of Chips and I was literally laughing and surprised and kind of sad, because you go through the gambit with that stuff and watching people's reactions, whether they're laughing at something their mom would have said that they would have reminded them of.
What about that one? It just dawned on me. The one with Jane. That was a seance, wasn't it?
I would have got to that after the chip thing, but you go.
Sorry. No, that just clicked in my brain. When you said that it's like a thing, like it's the emotions and the crying, the names, and you have to have tissues.
If I had my phone, I would look up the definition of the word pacing. Now, that this is an important word for podcasts and for streamers out there everywhere if you're watching and you haven't done this before. Now, you could go to a movie and they could show you the beginning, middle, end in a trailer, and you would know Okay, other stuff happened during the course of the movie, but this is how it started. These are the people in it, and at the end, that the hero lives and everyone's happy. Or you could see the movie and see the whole story. But I try to pace because I look at the time and I like to be on for an hour if possible.
Well, you can pace when there's
But
a script
I try to.
and you know what's going on.
I try to weave and,
but when
and
someone
go
goes
from
"We're
a
going
subject
live,"
to another.
and he
But
just dives in.
someone just doesn't
And
allow
Chris,
me
you just here.
to do that. You could comment on, but no, you can't, obviously, but you could. But anyway, back to Chip, because I was going to go from Chip to Jane, but we'll get there. So, watching Chip 2 times. Once was virtual, the other was in person. And he did pull some stuff out that really was like, wow. I mean, the people were like, again, laughing, they were crying, and even the people that didn't get readings were like, wow, that was like Patricia said with the Cindy thing. Even me, I wasn't part of the reading.
But it impacted you some way, right?
I was amazed. I mean, not everything was 100% like mind blowing, but man, he hit a lot. And it's surprising to witness. So,
well, I think it's kind of funny because when there is a gallery reading, and I think this is all part of everything, that the synergy of people, even if it's someone else who's getting that message, you're so focused in on that person with that message and how it resonates with them and what it means that you actually become part of that. You're witnessing that. So now you're not just an observer, you've been sucked into that.
Yeah, you wonder if it's equivalent to, you know how everybody says the power of prayer?
Yeah.
Like if you say, hey, could you please say a prayer for me tomorrow? I'm going for whatever test. Yep. And to get a bunch of people praying for you and people believe that somehow that's amplified in the energy and God hears that and maybe you have a better chance of, I think it's kind of along those lines of if you get 40, 50, 100, 500 people into a room
with a same goal,
same intention
yep.
of just wanting to hear from loved ones and reach out to spirit. And then you have the person on the stage who, if they're real, is the real deal. And they're somehow a conduit of all those symbols and messages and stuff that are coming in. Yeah, it is a kind of weird type of thing. If
so when really somebody's getting their reading and everything's happening in front of you, you're no longer just a bystander or an observer. You are actually part of that. I think that when you're in a really good setting for gallery readings, you are no longer someone just sitting there watching it happen to someone else. You're pulled into it. You become part of it. And when you walk out of it, that part of you stays with you too. There's something about it that nobody gets untouched by it.
Well, like you said, you wonder if your piece adds to the collective of the energy.
I think so.
You know, even if you're not getting a reading yourself.
Think so.
I mean, it's kind of interesting. But Chip, like I said, he had at the height of his galleries like 300 tickets that he would sell. And it wasn't like we gave Chip a list. Chip would literally go, how many tickets did you sell? Okay, 1 through, let's say, 305. He would just go, 42, stand up.
And we didn't hand out the numbers. He had numbers in the audience that time. We didn't hand it out like, oh, you're number 1, you're number 2 sitting up the front. We mixed all the numbers up. So he had no idea where these, so you would think that, number 1's up front, number 2, whatever.
Amazing.
We mixed all the numbers up. So that was scattered all over and it was bizarre. It was
amazing. He was like 224, stand up, person back in the room. And you were like, damn, he just went from 72 to 221. Like just so random. And so I think, again, with Cindy, it'll be a smaller group with the maximum amount of people, like 40 to 50. And, I don't know how many readings she's going to get done, but it is something to see. I didn't see Cindy's, but it is something to see, even if you don't get a reading. Like Chris said, being part of that and witnessing it if you've never done it before, because again, to segue into the Jane Doherty thing the right way now. Um, First ever seance that I witnessed, which I won't ever do again. It's just a personal thing for me. Jane was great at it. I don't know how many people were there. Would you say 10 to 15? Something like that?
There was about 15 people.
15 people, Barnard Center. Jane sat.
Mary said it was an awesome experience.
Jane sat at the front, head of the table. Everybody else was around this big, table, and she just started. And Jane tries to give everybody a reading because they're smaller groups. And man, oh man, did some personal stuff come out. And it was a New Jersey paranormal event, meaning we sold the tickets and we're advertising it, but Jane was doing the seance. So we were there, but we weren't really a part of it. So
we just way before Heather.
We just sat in the corners in the chair, quiet. I felt like I was sitting in on people's therapy sessions.
Oh, it did. It was.
I was literally in my chair, like, oh my God.
I don't think I'm ever going to forget the one woman sitting with her dad across the way, and she had a situation where someone had passed, and when that person passed, they had an argument before that person passed. Those were the last words, was the arguments, and she just felt horrible and then she felt this guilt and this overwhelming, and Jane just said the word rain. I'll never forget that. Rain. I'm seeing rain. It was her nickname. And that there was a ring on that, that argument that's gone, they're with you, like whatever. And that woman you saw everything just drop off of her. You physically saw the weight of her guilt just drop off her, and the sobbing that was the healing crying that was happening in that moment. It's like John said, it's like we shouldn't have been there. It was so intense and just so personal, and it was amazing.
And the people participating go in knowing that these messages could be personal and could be emotional. And again, to their credit, they open up and they're honest and they react. And they, like I said, we were there, but it was more, like I said, uncomfortable on my end because I was witnessing these people. But they felt great when they left, and they enjoyed it, and they got their messages and they were so happy. But man, some of that stuff Jane hit on was just like, whoa, and people reacting, and then they tell the story surrounding the message, and it was just God, so touching and just so emotional. And that was before I lost my mom and my sister. So now I don't think I could ever be part of anything like that without leaving the room and bawling my eyes out halfway through, probably, because it's something to see people get those messages. When I got the message from Chip from my mom, the only thing I can compare it to, and I say this all the time, this is kind of side. One of my favorite Christmas movies is Scrooge. Bill Murray. I love Bill Murray. People ask me who I would wait online to meet for 2-3 hours.
Oh yeah,
Bill Murray. Number one. So in the movie Scrooge, Bill Murray's this egotistical, arrogant, cheap, uncaring guy, and the Ghost of Christmas Past takes him back to see his mom, and he's like, yeah, I know what you're thinking. You think I'm going to go see my mom and I'm going to cry like everybody else, and it ain't going to happen to me, Buster, whatever. And the Ghost of Christmas Past says to him, everyone says that. He goes, and he mentions Attila the Hun. He goes, when Attila the Hun saw his mother's, Niagara Falls, Frankie. And of course, he sees his mom and he starts bawling uncontrollably. When Chip gave me that message, it was like pressing a button of emotion in me that just eclipsed every control I had over emotion in me and logic, and just cried my eyes out.
Yes, it was, Deb. Jane did the seance at the AA.
Well, that was another.
That was
I'm talking about the Barron Center one, the one that I was talking
yeah,
about.
I know, but she's just asking if she had
one.
it there.
That was on the anniversary of the Holzer.
Yeah, 60-year anniversary.
Yeah, but I mean, when those messages come through and they are relatable, and you yourself know that they couldn't have come from anywhere but the person you knew, that is amazing. And one of the things that baffles me about this field is that I really don't believe in a lot of mediums, man. I really don't. I think there are a dime a dozen, and I think there's only so many that are legit. And I could be wrong because I haven't met all of them, of course. But but man, when they show you they're real, it is mind blowing. There's just no other way to describe it.
Yeah, when
It's
you can't
just
explain
like,
it.
where did that come? That's why I always ask these mediums the same question. Like, how are you receiving this stuff? It's just mind blowing. So I know I'm kind of selling this gallery reading thing because it's for people, whoever's going to go is meant to go, right? Isn't that how this works? So hopefully if you do get tickets and you do go, you do get a message. If not, like I said, witnessing other people get that message is
You're part of it.
something as well. It really is. I mean, the ghost hunt part is strictly for my enjoyment. I mean, yeah, you guys are going to be there and have a great time too, but I want to get her in that dang basement and see what's in that hatch. I mean, that's the whole purpose, really, of this event, is to see her go by that hatch and tell me that there's some bloodthirsty demon down there named, whatever, Zebo.
No, I want her to say, Chris, they're salty, but they mean you no harm.
Yeah, well,
They just like to mess with you. That's all. Then I'm good.
is that right, Luann? That is something. Luann said Jane told her a year in advance that her daughter was going to have twins. We'll have Jane back. I know Jane's getting back into online readings and teaching classes. Yeah, so I'll get Jane back on next week if she's not busy. We haven't seen Jane since the expo.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We've known Jane forever, man. We really have. I mean,
yeah, that thing at the Caldwell where she did the seance many, many, many moons ago, many years.
Caldwell?
Yeah, that was quite a lot. That's way before COVID.
Caldwell.
Yeah, with the seance that she did there. Yep, that's going back.
I don't know. I don't remember.
We were at the Caldwell, the one with the rain and everything. We're in that front room.
We did one at the Caldwell too?
Yes,
I know we did one at the Barron.
Nope, Caldwell.
Oh.
Yep, Caldwell was way before the Barron.
Jane was at the prison too. She was there.
Yes, she was at the prison.
We're going to be doing that again. That's another thing they were talking to us about.
Open house day?
Yeah, the open house. I don't think we did it last year, or we did and it was hot.
We did.
We
did do it. We did it early in the year.
We're going to do it again. Right. I told them the weather needed to be warm for us to do it though, because what they do is they open it up for tourists.
We did their grand opening.
And that's right, after the repairs and all that.
Yeah.
And we're just hanging out to talk to people about our experiences and answer any questions. And we usually bring 2 readers with us. Jane was one year. Edward, the bone reader, was one another year. Shannon, the palm reader,
Lynn
was another one.
Stacy Lynn was another one. With Mare.
Just a good time.
Yeah.
That'll be when it's warm. So Jane did past life for me. Really? See, you're never, ever, ever, ever going to get me to buy into past lives. Never.
Maybe that's because you're just starting.
You're never going to get me to buy into it. Sorry. You thought that was funny, but it really wasn't. But sure. The joke was maybe because you're just starting. Crickets?
A lot to learn.
Crickets? Crickets? The time we shared, it was 110. Yeah, we were talking about that, how she had the fan on her.
Oh, yeah. The thing when they put no hot, cold water in it, so it would like Yeah.
Past lives is real tough for me. Real tough for me. I just, in theory, it makes some sense, I guess, but I don't know. It just,
You
I
just
don't know.
don't think it's possible.
I mean, if we're referring to the soul as something that exists for eternity, and that we are not just one individual, like I am me right now, and when I'm gone, I will be gone and go to heaven or wherever, or purgatory, whatever. But the concept of a past life is that it's you're not, you may be you in your core, maybe, I guess, like same tendencies and beliefs and ideals, but you could be somebody else living a different life at another time.
A different sex.
It's just, yeah, that's what it's a. I don't know.
That confuses you.
Does it just? I don't know.
It's like somebody reaching in and pulling out that battery and putting it in something else.
I don't see the meaning of that or the purpose.
Why? What if it is to get you
for
to
for
be
the soul, which is the core, to learn?
Yeah.
And hey,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that.
I do.
But I have. But have you ever had dreams that don't make sense? But you know that place that you're seeing in your dream, or you walk into some place that's like a deja vu.
If you have a past life, then thank you, Nicole. That's my point. How can it be both? How can it be both?
But that's the point. This is why it's so good to have those discussions, because questions like that are brilliant.
If past lives is a real thing, there would be no spirits. They wouldn't exist.
Even Darrell says the same thing. It's hard to believe.
Spirits wouldn't exist because everybody's recycled. There is no spirit world. There's no heaven.
Oh, but then I could say there's a holding pattern.
But there is no heaven because there are no spirits. There's no.
Well, that's the whole thing. There's so many, like.
This is what I'm telling you. I'm right.
Maybe there's only so many souls that can be released.
I'm telling you, we're all in the Matrix. We're all plugged into some machine somewhere, and aliens are using us as batteries. Well, that's AI when AI takes over.
Oh.
That'll happen. That's in the future, but not quite there yet. How do you explain these little kids? Yeah, you're right. That's another point, Laura. I think I don't know. That's a really good point, because we have interviewed one of those people you're talking about and remembered everything up until a point, and then the new soul took over. But I think it's more transitional than it is. But it makes more sense to me that the soul.
Or can your energy divide and you break off?
No.
And a piece of you goes into another?
No.
And we think it's past lives, and it's just a piece of your essence that.
No.
Why not? If your energy cannot be destroyed, I don't care what you said. If your energy cannot be destroyed, and just like anything else, like when you pour a glass of water, you may not get all the water because some of the water might spill over out or leak down or whatever, splash. Isn't that a part of your energy that can seep into something else or go somewhere else, and maybe a pinprick of you?
No.
Why not?
No.
How do you know that? Why are you saying
some souls have unfinished seat, but that's based on, again, the theory
assumptions, right?
Of souls going through a process. I mean, I think that
animals recycle too.
The only way the past life thing, and again, there has been proven studies where people have remembered lives that weren't theirs, but I think that's just a mix-up. I think somewhere, who's ever working the buttons up there, made a mistake, and
like an operator.
Instead of going up there to heaven or whatever, they were like, "Oh, shoot! I just put Harry's soul in that poor little kid there." I think that's more along the lines of a cosmic accident.
I have to say,
no, I really do. I think it's more of a cosmic energy, universe, whatever. I think it's an accident, a past life. I really do.
An accident?
Yeah.
Why do so many people have it?
I don't think they do. I think it's very few that have it.
Hi, Tina. Once your light goes out, it's out. I kind of compare it to like when you go to sleep at night. Unless you're dreaming, what are you aware of? Beep.
What?
Nothing. Did you not understand what I just said?
No.
It's like when you go to sleep at night. Unless you're dreaming, everything's.
But you only
there's nothing
recall.
there.
You only recall some of your dreams. How do you know you're not dreaming the entire time and you just?
But that's
can't
my point.
recollect
You're oblivious.
any of it.
You're out of it. You're oblivious. What? It's dark, and then all of a sudden you wake up.
Even as an accident, then you're saying it exists.
Well, there you go.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
sure. I mean, but I think it's an accident. I don't think it's the. I don't think it's the plan of the universe or the energy or whatever we're calling
True, Deb.
heaven or whatever, all this stuff.
Did you see what Darrell said?
What?
My past life, I was a cool ghost hunter named John.
Yeah, well, hopefully he was a rich one, the one you were, because I didn't get that one. I'm glad if you did. If you got that one, then good on you.
So you don't think that sometimes when somebody passes and a baby's born in the family, that maybe it was a loved
good
one?
book, same dog twice. A dog spirit came back to enter.
It's about a book.
Owner. What?
Yeah, same dog twice. That's a book that
Dog
she read.
spirit came back to the
owner as a puppy.
No, come on.
But have you?
How would they know that?
But again, have you never ever talked with or ever had the thing where somebody in the family passes and a baby's born, and that baby has the characteristics or mannerisms of the person that had just passed within the family?
I believe that genes and whatever makes us as people, our chemical, biological, physiological, whatever makeup, I believe genes have memories. And I believe that memories can travel, just like you said, these traits that we have from our parents and hey, you look like your grandpa. Well, I believe that somewhere in your genes, something has caused that
Right.
imitation or whatever. But
mannerism.
Yeah, it's passed down, and maybe memories can come through that as well.
Your DNA
and life experiences through
chromosomes and stuff like attached. Don't know.
In theory,
Yeah, DNA, chromosomes, whatever.
My great grandmother died 1 month to the day that I had my youngest.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Because it's funny because in our family, someone passed away, and I'm not going to say who they were, and then a child was born in the family, and I swear to God, and we didn't talk about it, and then we started noticing that this baby that was born into our family had all of the characteristics of the person who just passed away. And it was strange. But how do you account for that when obviously there's one side from the gene pool over here, but the person that helped make that baby who's not related, why doesn't their gene pool wash that out and just kind of like, why is it so strong from that one side? I mean, that's the crazy part.
Well, Laura brings up a good point. I mean, about asking spirits. I've asked them many spirits what happens after you die. And I don't think I've ever gotten an answer. And it frustrates me because, one of the things that I don't believe in psychics. The word psychic medium kind of frustrates me because I don't believe in psychics. I believe in mediumship. I've seen proof of mediumship and mediumship.
What's the difference with a psychic and
a psychic can predict future events. That's what a psychic is. I don't believe in psychics. So, but anyway, mediums, I do believe. And, some mediums are like, well, if you're a psychic medium, well, why can't you tell me the lottery numbers? Well, it doesn't work that way. I'm not allowed to. Well, okay.
Or they can't.
Why? It just.
But they can't predict anything
but people apply the same rules to spirits, like they're not allowed to tell what happens after. Well, again, is that part of life's journey that you're not allowed to know, or is it just they just don't give that answer? I asked that question many times over many years, even to mediums. I'll interview a medium. I'm like, okay, tell me what happens right after the flat line, you're done, last breath. What happens from that point on? You've spoken to millions of spirits, hundreds, thousands. What'd they tell you? They don't have an answer.
Because I don't have one.
How is that possible when you're communicating with spirits?
Because maybe there's a certain way. Maybe it's
Ah.
not like the way you're thinking in your brain. There's bits and pieces. Oh, you think there's a dialogue going on? There's spirits sitting there, and the psychic medium's going, and they're conversing like this.
What are they doing again?
Right back and forth. Do you think it's just like
Please
that?
don't ever do that again. Whatever you just did, that was disturbing, to say the least. Here's my attempt to be a psychic. If you've been this crystal,
There
make
you
a
go.
comment.
There you
It
go.
just happened, Donna. You might have hit it right on the mark. Whatever was, I don't know what exactly that.
But again, all joking aside, is that what's in your head?
I'm sorry, what?
That the psychic medium's over here asking and talking, and then the spirit's over here and having a conversation and giving it all back? Or you don't think it's bits and breaks and pieces?
Predicted someone who won money. Thank you very much. As you may or may not know.
What?
I predicted that someone would win
You
money.
said to Nicole's daughter, Brianna, that she would win the lot, and she won off a scratch off the lottery.
Yes.
She did that day.
I did.
I'd call that a fluke.
I'd say the universe gave
Do
me
it again.
that information.
You do you?
That's what I believe. But again, it is really okay. Whoever's left watching YouTube, Facebook, whatever, in your opinion, is it the rule of spirit that we are not allowed to know exactly what happens after we pass? Do you believe it's the rule of the spirit world that's why we don't know or don't hear the answers, because we are not allowed for some cosmic reason? There's my question to all of you. Are we not allowed to know? Is that why we don't know?
We can't handle the truth.
Oh, we're doing all the impressions today, aren't we? No, I don't believe it's a rule. Crystal says no. Okay. Anybody else have an opinion?
I would say, Crystal said no down here. No. She
Donna
said yes.
says yes, it is the rule.
No.
Luann says no. Wow, we're kind of 50-50 on this. Wow. Give our lessons, and they tell us how we learn our lessons. Yes, I do, because God uses it to test our faith.
Not knowing.
Okay.
Because if we had the answers, would we be productive? Would we do what we're supposed to do in life?
They don't know.
Kind of like that movie you said about that they found that after death, life was so much better, and then people started doing in that movie.
It is 50-50. I'm watching.
Right?
I'm watching the.
I know you see it.
You want to say, Heather? We can arrange that.
You don't want to say it. No, it's at least giving a reason why.
Logic. Maybe it's something beyond our comprehension. That's
Yeah,
also
true.
could be true.
Maybe so.
Paul says yes. Most spirits didn't follow rules when they were alive. Well, for all of you, the correct answer is no. That's the right answer.
Where does that come from?
From me.
And how do you know that?
We're looking to settle the argument here.
How do you know that?
The correct answer is.
But do you remember
no.
Do you remember the movie
There
that
is
you
no.
watched? And we've talked about it on
It
here
was
before.
a movie.
It was a movie, but it's the concept. The concept was really a thought-provoking concept that all the people found out that when you pass, everything is so wonderful and great. That they saw
I'm
the
going
other
to blow
side
up
of
your
that.
argument by saying.
Let me finish though.
All right.
So that
Prepare for your
it
argument to be
was
blown
so
up.
much better, and that was great and wonderful, and that everybody couldn't wait for that time that they all started to, how do you say it properly? Unalive. That's what they were all doing in this movie, because they knew that the other side was awesome and wonderful, and all the suffering and the hunger and all the disease, all that went away as soon as you went to the other side. So that's what they all started to do. So maybe that's one of the reasons why we can't now. Maybe there's reasons why we can, because of our choices would not.
Let me explain to you all that Luann is correct by saying that the paranormal savior says no. And I'm going to blow up all of your arguments.
That's actually a cool statement.
your theory of there being rules for us not knowing were true, how could there be people who've experienced dying and coming back can tell you about what they went through during? If there was this great rule that stopped all spirits, why is it allowed? Is it because they're still not technically dead and they're still meant to come back that they're allowed to carry this information, yet the spirit world is like this? Come on. You would just be a total blank if you died and came back if none of that was meant to reach the living.
Can't be that awesome if they're still here talking with us.
Thank you, everyone.
That's a good point.
I'm right
But
again.
what did someone say before? Is if we knew we could prevent it and mess up our soul contract, whatever that is. I got more contracts after I leave this world. But no, I get your point. But again, maybe that's the point. That if you had all the answers, then what's the point of life?
I've been wondering that for 57 years.
If there's no purpose to it and you have all the answers, what do you have?
I survived near-death experience and don't have the answer. Right?
I don't think anybody has the answer.
Right again. But some have gone and come back. We know people.
We do.
Who have died and
That's
come back.
Not what I'm arguing.
I can tell you everything that happened and where they visited and how they came back.
But that's not what you talked about. You asked, do you think there's a rule that you can know or you can't?
Right.
And you said no. There's no
said,
rules.
Exactly. And I'm right.
We choose our lives, I think, here to learn. I think that when we say we choose our lives and we have choices, I think we do have free will. I know that things happen to us in life that we don't have choices on. And it's what we do in those moments that create whatever back and forth.
This brings up a good point. Here's the last question and then we'll log off. But this is a good one. And I want you to answer this honestly. If someone could unalive you and bring you back, definitely, that 100% you're not going to be, there's not going to be any mishaps. Guaranteed, you come back, but you're going to go through the experience and you're going to come back. Yeah. Would you do it?
No, hell no.
I would.
Yeah,
if they guaranteed me, if there was somehow a guarantee, I would do it. I'd have to know. I'd have to do it.
And someone is going to flub up and go, "Oops."
No, see what I'm saying.
He's not going to be mad.
Let's say no. Let's take flub up out of it. Let's say guaranteed.
No.
I would do it.
No.
I would do it.
No.
Kathy would as well.
Kathy would.
And Kathy's a very religious person.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Do it in a second.
No, in a second, says Laura.
Laura would do it too.
You people are crazy.
Alex too. I know Alex would do it.
We are surrounded by
Alex would be right next to me.
Insane
Alex
people.
and I would go together. Alex and I would go together, high five each other in heaven, and then be like, "All right, we're going back."
Oh, you guys are crazy people.
See?
Preview?
They would all do it.
But what if it wasn't accurate? Maybe because you hadn't finished what you were supposed to do in life. You're not getting the true stuff from the other side yet.
I'm just asked a basic question.
Well,
I'm not throwing in all these whatever-isms. See? I wouldn't do it. No, afraid of death or not me. Okay, I am, but I'll wait until I'm finished with life.
I'm not afraid of death or dying either.
Over, you don't come back. I don't believe in that. But yeah, interesting. Again,
it wasn't
to
fun.
think about
Scott said it wasn't fun.
That's for him, but others have said a lot differently. We know them. What if they were lying to you, John? See, you're going to talk about what ifs. I just said a basic thing.
I know you did, but I'm sorry. I just never go in with that. My brain doesn't work that way.
I wouldn't want to come back. Yeah, me too. I'd be well.
That would be a tough one there. That's a hard one. What if you do end up going and you seeing someone that and then you're not thinking about what you left behind. You're only seeing what's right in front of you.
Again, you're
I know
into,
your point is they flatline you. You're gone.
What if you
come
pooped
right
your
back.
pants on the way and you could have had to change your under and you missed the boat? I mean, you guys
Yeah.
are going to throw in every situation and scenario.
You know what
I
I'm
asked a
saying?
basic, simple question.
The
If it were
experience,
possible.
the experience while gone was amazing. The coming back part, not so much. And I can
Yeah.
imagine that because you were feeling the whatever you were feeling again that you didn't feel from the other side. And see, that would be one of the biggest things why I wouldn't want to do it, because if it's true that when we pass and it is something that's beautiful and the all white light and that feeling of just no pain and the pure love that I've heard come from other people, why would you want to come back to pain and what, and I'm talking about your body and the feeling of whatever. I mean, when you're feeling the purity of something so pure, and now you got to come back and you're not feeling that anymore. That's what people sometimes have said when they
I
die.
get it. But again, there's just as many people as I love here that I love there. So I would come back, and live out the rest of this miserable existence. And then,
Daniel goes
then
with
go
life
get my
insurance
reward,
payout.
hopefully. Anyway, weird one. But that's what paranormal is. You talk about all this, the hypotheticals, and they're all good points because
Really good points.
for every point that you bring up, there's a counterpoint. And like Laura said about the past life thing, there are children that remember everything about people that are gone, that were grown men and fought in wars or lived full lives. It's strange, really is. It's big questions. But anyway, I don't know about the Van Horn event. There may be a ticket left, or it might be sold out. Not sure. That's April 18th. The next event that'll be coming up is May 2nd. Cindy Kaza, Sterling Hill Mine, Ogdenburg. Not quite sure of the start time yet. Could be 5 to midnight. Could be 6 to midnight. We're not sure yet. We're going to find out soon. But those tickets will be on sale, available, I should say, for each thing soon. And then, of course, we'll be announcing more stuff after that. But I do hope to get some live stream investigation dates in March. And I'll reach out to Jane probably after this one and see if we can't get her to come back on. We could see her next week and catch up. She'll
And then
answer.
she can tell you all the
She'll
stuff she's
answer
got
all
coming
these
out.
questions because Jane is question, and her and I've done that a million times, back and forth. So I'll reach out to Jane and see what we can do.
She's very patient with you in your questions.
What does that mean?
Because you ask sometimes you ask some really, really hard questions, and she does not hesitate. She doesn't blow you off. She answers you.
But anyway, so that's it. We're going to have an event tomorrow night. We'll see you guys, some of you, at the Burlington Prison tomorrow night, 7 p.m. It'll be warm on the second and third floor, but the basement may be a little chilly. But looking forward to seeing you guys there. We'll do a wrap-up Sunday or Monday. Like I said, we'll get Jane on and we'll go from there. All right? So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate all your support. The events selling out are incredible. We couldn't ask for anything more. Go check out the expo page. Hopefully you guys are making plans and thinking about coming to that this year.
Yeah.
12 years now we've been doing that. We love doing it. So that's about it. Creeper Gallery for sure next week. We'll be back. So it'll be probably Tuesday night next week.
Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay warm. And remember to be kind to each other. Good night, buddy.
Good night, everybody.